number 6 was part of your second
Yes,
assessment
yes,
till 1919, and chapter number 7, this Khilafat movement, was the first chapter we did, and chapter number 8 we did. Is it clear?
yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, chapter number 7, notes were shared with you long time before, and you must go through and those important questions you prepare. Okay. Today, I'm going to give you only few topics for a test. What I'll take one test of like few topics, so we can have actually a revision at the same time before till
So you
exam.
have to take today test.
Today was of chapter number 7, no?
No, so you
No, sir.
said of
Chapter 8.
Simon Commission and 14 points of Jinnah
Nehru
and
report.
Nehru
Okay,
report.
okay, okay, good. So three topics were with you: Simon Commission, Nehru Report, and 14 points, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So this test, uh, how many of you have prepared? Please raise your hand. These were only three topics and very simple one. I see only three people so far. Five, five out of 11. 5 out of 11. What about others? Look, by this way, we waste time of the class. You waste time of the class. Now, five people prepared, six did not prepare. If now I go for test, so period for six people, what will you do? And
So
if I
there's
don't,
total 18 students in our
right?
class.
Yeah, right now, what I'm seeing 11 attendees, no? Right now. So those who are present in the class. So this wastes time on both sides. Now, if I don't take tests, these guys who prepared, they will obviously feel, and those.
Can you take test tomorrow?
Okay, I think
Yeah.
that we can do,
Or the
because
yeah.
other boys also prepared. So everyone, we will have this only three topics, for God's sake. Only
So
three
can you
topics.
give one more topic for tomorrow? So
No,
we
no,
can.
let it be three only, because I
Sir,
want.
sir, he gave whole week.
Yeah, I gave full week for this. I know we did it on last
But
Monday. So
yes,
Monday to Sunday is a week. It's full week actually, and only three topics, and very small
yes,
one.
sir.
These are not lengthy topics, and still this is your performance. It's not good, boys. So you have to keep up. You have to follow the instructions, and don't just listen and then just listen and don't do it. So this is not the way. We will have the test of the same topic tomorrow. Everyone should come prepare. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
Yes, please come prepare as well, everyone, and especially those who did not raise their hand. The confirmation is required from them. Those who have already prepared, so done. They are confirming even today. Arslan Abbas, Rehan, Asnan, Ahmed Nawaz, Abdullah Subhan. Are you here, guys? And look at them, they are not even responding. Abdullah Subhan, are you here?
Yes, sir.
Why are not you saying anything when I'm asking that come prepare? You are not unmuting your mic. Why? Hello? When
Sir,
even I am when
they are
even
not
I'm
present, sir.
talking when even I'm talking to you, you muted your mic.
Sir, maybe sir, they are not in the class. Maybe.
They are in the class. You just wait, please. Abdullah Subhan,
Yes, sir.
what's wrong? If I start talking like this, I won't be able to do anything. I will just be confirming who is there listening to me, Not, yes, no. And why you guys joined late now? This three people joined now. It's been 7 minutes to the class. What is going on? Or else I will write. I'll note and write your name in the group, and I will be informing them in the group that these guys joined this many minutes late, and these guys are not responding. So what do you want from me, huh? Excuse me, everyone. Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I don't want to create any situation which would be embarrassing or which would not be nice. So if you persist with this attitude, then definitely I will go with that. Otherwise, I try that we can solve our issue here. If there is any issue, let me, if you have any problem you couldn't prepare, let me know that I couldn't, so it's fine, or we can discuss what's the genuine issue. But if you just don't listen and don't do anything, then that's not acceptable. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so come prepare for a test tomorrow for these three topics only. We are going to start chapter number 9 today. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you view the screen now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, boys. This is chapter number 9. Very important. Now, by chapter number 9, when we discuss, these are 40 to 47, last 7 years of our journey towards getting a separate homeland. Now, Muslim League was clear. And how was Muslim League clear? Can you tell me? In 1940, Muslim League was very clear about the separate homeland. Do you know how?
Uh,
Do you know how? In 1940, they passed a Lahore resolution, what we called demanding a separate homeland,
which became successful.
demanding for a separate homeland. Okay? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so while see the Second World War, 1939 to 45, in relation to India, and these are all the contents of this topic. We will see that first of all, Lahore Resolution. How many of you know what was Lahore Resolution? Tell me. How many of you?
Sir, I know.
Okay, just
Sir,
tell,
I know.
please. Just tell, na, if you know. Come on.
Sir, it was a resolution which was passed in order to it in that they suggested the name of Pakistan, and
No, not suggested the name of
sir
Pakistan. Come
they
on.
declare.
Not like that. Walaikum salam. Not suggested the name. Actually, this was the, we just celebrated, even you guys had a full program on Lahore Resolution, Pakistan Resolution, Pakistan Day,
Sir,
23rd of March. Okay, listen to me. Lahore Resolution was passed on 23rd of March 1940. What happened in this resolution? What was this all about? On this very day, the Muslim League, a party of the Muslim, representative party of the Muslim of India, for the first time demanded a separate homeland for the Muslim of India. That's it. Very simple. They asked for a separate homeland. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
They asked for a separate homeland. That is what was demanded. Is it clear to everyone, Lahore resolution?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Arslan Abbas, are you there? Arslan Abbas. Okay, this is not fair. I need to now take note
Sir,
of these.
Salana Abbas doesn't speak.
Why is the issue
I
speaking?
don't. He once spoke when in math class when it
Only
was test.
once in lifetime.
Sometimes not like.
Okay, okay, no issue, no issue. I've written his name. Muhammad Ahmad Siddiqui, are you there?
Yes, sir.
What's law resolution? Can you tell me? Just concept we discussed.
So law resolution was held on 23rd of March when the Muslim demanded the Indians for a separate homeland for
Muslim
Muslims.
demanded for Hindus a separate homeland.
Indians, the Indians for a separate homeland.
Come
Muslim
on, come on.
demanded a homeland for them, a separate homeland for themselves.
Yes, okay, okay. Now listen to me, everyone. First of all, we are going to go through this background, and then you will be able to understand and know. First thing is that in the last chapter we discussed about the last topic was Congress rule. How many of you remember Congress rule? What was Congress rule? Harrier? Not even single one? Yes, Muhammad Kundi. When I ask a question, just speak. Don't wait. Mohammed Kunti, you raise your hand and you are not responding.
Sir, I raised the hand from before and forgot. Yes.
Okay, Congress rule 1937 to 39. We just discussed Congress rule was it ideal for the Muslim? Did Muslim have all sort of right in Congress rule 37 to 39, or did Muslim face problems? Hmm?
So they face problems.
They faced problems. It was oppressive, suppressive. We discussed of Bande Matram, Warda scheme, Congress tyranny, that Muslims were made to bow Gandhi portrait. Hindi was made official language. Muslim did not have religious freedom. Call for prayer was banned. Cow sacrifice was banned, and other many other problems. So these problems Muslim faced during Congress ministries, Congress rule. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, Congress resigned in 39 because the World War II started and British declared India also at war with Germany. Why so? Because Britain were at war with Germany. Britain was at war with Germany. And so India was part of the British Empire. So they declare India to be with also at war with Germany, which Congress did not accept, refused, and they resigned because they were not consulted and all that. When Congress resigned, so Muslim League celebrated it as Day of Deliverance, right? And they thanked Almighty Allah that they have got rid of this tyrannical, oppressive rule. So that is the background. One reason for Pakistan and Lahore resolution. And how was this a reason? Because the rule of Congress was so oppressive that Muslim of India now believed that what is our future? Can we live with them? With Hindus, sorry, within India, can we live? If we live with them, if we will live with them, then this is what they are. Like they have already seen Congress rule. So if they would live with them, So their future was not secured. So that is why one of the reason for demanding separate homeland, what we call Lahore Resolution. If comes separate Lahore Resolution, you can simply say that Muslims of India, Muslim League demanded a separate homeland for the Muslims of India. That's simple. This thing should be clear. 23rd of March, they passed a resolution. Resolution is simply that they, in in a very formal, officially demanded that this is now what we want, and this proposal, this suggestion, this proposal presented, and all leader accepted, and people accepted, and they said like, look, this is what we want now. We want a separate homeland. What? Why do we want a separate homeland? They said we want separate homeland because Congress rule. They one reason for that they saw the true face of Congress and Hindus. They have already experienced their rule because when British will leave, who will rule India? If British if British grant India independence, who would rule India? Tell me.
Sir,
Sir,
Indians.
yeah,
Hindus.
and Congress.
Congress and Hindus, because they were in majority. You don't know in democracy, in any system of democratically elected government, who rules? Majority rules, right?
Yes, sir.
These,
Yes,
these
sir.
are these are simple things, right? Come on, be attentive and active. So when British will leave India, Congress, or because that was the largest party of the Hindus, and Hindu will form their government at central level, federal level, and also at provincial level, most of the provinces. And Muslim League, Muslim had already experienced their rule. So the one reason for demanding a separate homeland, because our question is that Lahore resolution, fine, Muslim asked for a separate homeland, they asked for separation, they asked for partition of India. Now the question is, why did they ask for? What happened? So one very recent experience they had was of Congress rule, which opened their eyes, you can say. They could see future, they could see Congress true face, and they demanded. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, don't you think that Congress was unfair to the Muslims? If you remember, Nehru report, they rejected all demands of the Muslim, right?
Yes, sir.
And even if you had revised and prepared roundtable conferences in which Gandhi participated only in the second one, and he refused to accept that there is any problem, there is any other community. They said, and even Nehru said that there are only two parties in India, one British, one Hindus, Congress, nothing else. So Congress generally being unfair, not accepting the right place of the Muslims and rejecting their demands, and when Muslims saw their rules, so finally they believed that they had no way, but they should have a separate homeland. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I would like that we can start from here reading because that's important. Who is on the top? Abdul Rafi, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then read this paragraph.
On the outbreak of war in 1939, on 3rd September 1939, British announced that it was at war with Nazi Germany. On the same day, Viceroy Lin Linlithgow
Linlithgow.
Linlithgow announced that India too was at war with Germany. Congress objected to this announcement, saying that if India was to fight, it could only do so if it were granted a promise of full independence. The British would not grant this, but instead promised dominant status after the war. Congress could not accept this and called on its members to resign from government. Before doing so, it passed a resolution setting out its entire disapproval of Nazism and
Nazism or fascism.
Nazism and fascism. It supported the British cause but would not support Britain without a promise of independence.
Okay, now have you understood this matter that World War II broke out and British announced India to be at war? Congress objected to this announcement, saying that if India was to fight, it could only do so if granted a promise for full independence. The British would not grant this, but instead promised dominion status after the war. Congress did not accept this, and though they said that they are not in favor of Germany, Germany philosophy of Nazism or fascism,
Sir.
but say yes,
Sir, what's the meaning of you said, sir, they won't be allowed freedom, but like they will be allowed what?
dominion
Dominion.
status. Okay, okay, this
That,
is okay. Fine. Mute your mic, please. Listen,
yes, sir.
uh, full independence would mean that no connection with British Empire, right? Is it clear?
Yes, sir, but it will still be a colony,
No, no,
British
no, no, no,
colony,
no,
right?
no, 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 no. Listen, no. Full independence mean no connection. It will be independent country, no connection. Full independence, no connection, right?
Yes, sir, got it.
Okay. Dominion status would mean that India would be ruled by the Indians. British will have no interference in ruling India, but they will India will be part of British Empire, and British monarch, the king or queen, would be head of the state, formal head though, but Indian will rule India. So that's mean dominion status. So a country within British Empire having its own government mean its own people ruling. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what means is that British here promised for dominion status. Congress wanted independence, so they started the movement against the British, and they wanted to British leave India and grant independence or hand over power to the Congress. The League also had demands to be met before it would agree to support the British. Jinnah demanded an end to anti-Muslim policies by Congress, that no law affecting Muslims should be passed unless two-thirds of Muslim members supported, that Congress should agree to form coalition in provincial administration. Neither the British nor Congress would agree to these demands. Consequently, throughout the war, the Muslim League position was one where it did not give full support to the British. However, like Congress, it disapproved of Nazism or fascism, so did not go far as actually opposing the British. As Congress member had resigned from provincial government on 2nd December 39, Muslim League called Day of Deliverance. We discussed these things before. After this, Muslim League finally went for Lahore resolution. Now, first of all, as I have already discussed with you, that what was the one main reason for passing Lahore resolution? Means demanding a separate homeland. Can you tell?
Because
I have just discussed with you at least one reason, uh, that why did Muslim demand a separate homeland? Now tell me one thing. Is it clear what's Lahore resolution? Lahore resolution asking for a separate homeland. Is it clear?
yes,
Okay.
yes,
Now, why did Muslim ask for a separate homeland? Because before Muslim were demanding for a separate electorate, for weightage principle, more seats, or other demands. But now they ask for a separate homeland, partition of India. Why did they do so? What was the main reason? What happened? I just mentioned one reason was Congress rule.
Yes, so they would not get the basic rights.
The suffering Muslim had to go through under Congress rule, don't you think was one reason that they believed that their lives, their culture, their religion, their identity is would be protected only in case of a separate homeland? Don't you believe this? Don't you understand this point?
yes, sir.
Rest of you, every one of you.
Yes, sir.
I
Yes,
don't
sir.
Yes,
know.
sir.
I don't know your today participation or the way you follow the class is very like I would say poor because still we are just discussing one point that Lahore resolutions separate homeland was demanded and one main factor behind this was the Congress rule. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But
Yes, sir. Yes.
other than Congress rule, you should also know that there were many developments. It doesn't happen overnight that Muslims of India all of a sudden ask for a separate homeland. 1933, mute your mic, please. 1930. What happened in 1930? Any major development? Do you remember 1930? 1930? 1930. Allahabad address of Allama Iqbal. Yaar, if you don't follow Allahabad address, do you remember Allahabad address or not?
Yes, sir. Remember, sir.
So then tell me, who is this? Who is this? Mubashir Hussain. Mubashir Hussain. Mubashir Hussain.
Oh, yes, sir.
What's the problem? Please tell me.
Sir, I was opening my mic and to ask a question to say the answer, but sir, by mistake, I opened my web.
Please be attentive and
No, sir,
stay
I was giving
focused.
the
Yeah.
answer for
Okay.
the Alibaba
Okay.
address, so that
Okay.
by
Okay.
mistake, I opened my camera.
Okay, now listen to me, boys. Leading to Lahore resolution for asking for a separate homeland, the main events was that first of all we believe that we are a separate nation. So two-nation theory. This belief. What is two-nation theory? Can you tell me anyone? Two-nation theory.
Sir, that Muslims should have a separate homeland, and Hindus should be
No, no,
separate
no, 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 no,
and
no.
free for
Listen,
British
listen,
rule.
listen,
Muslims and
listen,
Hindus are different.
listen. Hindu and Muslim are two nations. Okay. Very simple. This phrase, self-explanatory. Two-nation theory, that Hindu and Muslim are two nations. We are not Indian, we are not just one nation. We are all Indian, not one nation. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So two nation, when you are a separate nation, obviously you will ask for a separate homeland also. Because you can't see that two nations live together in one country, right? Is this point clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, it's
Yes,
clear.
sir.
then
Yes,
then
sir.
other I'm giving you the background to the demand of a separate homeland. So one, that it based on two nation theory, that we are a separate nation and that we are a Muslim and we want to live according to our faith, and for we need a separate homeland, so we just can't live by the side with the Hindus. Number two, 1930, other development was Allahabad address of Allama Iqbal. Now, in this address, Allama Iqbal actually gave the idea of a separate homeland. In 1933, Chaudhry Rahmat Ali also discussed the partition of India, and he was the one who basically coined the word Pakistan. Okay. Then, Nehru report was important in this regard, 1928, because it rejected the demand of the Muslim, and Qaeda made it very clear that now it's parting ways, and he came up with 14 points. Then in RTC's roundtable conference, the attitude of Hindus and particularly of Gandhi, who refused to accept any of the demands of the minorities, that was very important for Muslim to understand that what's their future. Congress is not accepting. What they want is important. What they want is good for them. So if Congress is not accepting the simple demands of the Muslim League, Muslims, that what they believe is very important for their future, So how could they live with them? So RTC's attitude. And then finally, you should know that the most important development recent time was 37 to 39, when Congress formed its government in 8 of the provinces, and policies of Congress, anti-Muslim policies, anti-Islam policies. This made very clear. This was the stamp on the Muslim view, on the Muslim that they their thoughts that what should they do now. So this slowly and gradually led to this belief that look, we were fighting for our safety within India, not partition, not separate homeland. Muslim fought till 1940. What their main point was that they wanted a secured place in India. But these development, if you go through now and see them, understand that slowly and gradually this all led them to believe in 40 finally that look, our all efforts to live in India and to secure our place in the constitution of India, mean through law we can make sure that these are our rights and nobody violate it and we live together. This is not possible now. So what is possible? Then what is the solution? They said we should ask for a separate homeland, then simple as this. So this was the background to all this. Have you understood this?
Yes,
Everyone,
sir.
other boys?
Yes, sir.
So, being a separate nation, like believing that we are a separate nation, this is the base. And then moving on to with Allahabad Address, Chaudhry Rahmat Ali 1933, Now and Never, coined the word Pakistan. And then Nehru Report, which rejected the demand of the Muslim League. And then roundtable conferences, the attitude of Hindus, particularly Gandhi in the second conference, and then finally Congress rule. When you, if you were a living being and you lived these years, then you would definitely understand that what does this mean and how did anyone feel, including leader and common people, and how did they change their views that look, we can't live within India under Hindus dominance, because Hindus would dominate India after British would sooner or later will leave India. This was now clear, especially when the World War II started, and by the end it became very clear. So British had to leave. They will. India is going to get independence. Now the problem was not this. For Muslim, it was not the problem that when did India get independence. For the Muslim was, what if British leave and India gets independence? So they will come under more suppressive and more extremist government, and that would be of Hindus. So for Muslim, the issue was not of independence from the British only. For them was that when British leave, they will end up under an other colonialism. They will end up under an other suppressive government, which would be worse than the British. Are you getting the point?
Yes, sir.
Other boys, are you there?
Yes,
Are you? So
Yes, sir.
For
Yes,
Muslims
sir.
of India, where they were looking for independence at the same time, yes, they wanted British to quit India, but they wanted some fair solution of this issue, that we've had already tried our level best. Qaid-e-Azam was ambassador of Hindu-Muslim unity. He tried to work with Hindus and Congress. He tried to many a times, Lucknow Pact, Nehru Report, all occasions. He tried that we both Congress and Muslim League could work together. But Congress always had in this their mind, except Lucknow Pact that they signed. But afterwards, later on, they always thought that we are the only party in India and we represent Indian and whatever we want we will do. Muslim League had no value. And with this attitude, slowly and gradually, Muslim of India believed, leaders believed, and all these events what I mentioned, they believed that what is left with us What is the option? Option is that we go for a separate homeland. We ask for a separate homeland. That our majority areas group together to make Muslim states. That's it. That was Lahore resolution. The final understanding of the issue of the problem Muslim faced was, and the solution, that they asked for a separate homeland. That's it. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, boys. So this is what is Lahore resolution. Go through all the text I have already explained till page 86. Okay. I will be sharing these past paper question as well. As you can see, these notes. Sorry, these notes may be there, but I'll check. If not, I'll share. So Lahore resolution. All points explain the background, which I have already explained to you. This is the background to and Lahore resolution itself. So very simple topic. It's not. And why did Muslim League demand Pakistan or separate homeland? All the points I have discussed, be it RTC's, Gandhi's attitude, be it the Nehru report and Congress rejection of Muslim demand, or be it Congress rule, which was oppressive, suppressive, tyrannical, all that led Muslim belief that look, it's difficult for us to live in India under Hindus' dominance, under Hindus' government, because they would be far worse than the British. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
then. Allah Hafiz, take care. See you in the next class. Come prepare for the test and also read this topic from the book and the notes.
Allah Hafiz, sir.
Okay,
Allah
sir.
Hafiz,
Allah
everyone.
Hafiz, sir.
Allah Hafiz, everyone.